Good afternoon, everyone. So I will be discussing the learner's non-test data and other information. So learner's non-test data are instruments that doesn't involve a test. It can be further through learning of students or learners. This focuses on learners' classrooms, assessment, activities, and learning experiences. And also, non-test is often an alternate assessment. Teachers assess the learners to grasp how well they understand and determine the topics or lesson. And according to Renjan, 2010, these tests do not force the students to give their responses, but rather allow students to manifest the acquired knowledge and skills from the subject. So dito po, it doesn't involve a test since it's about how the students acquire knowledge by doing things they want. And so we should not focus on the result of the students. Instead, gumawa tayo ng way ng pagkakatuto na kung saan wala namang pressure and comparing na mangyayari sa bawat estudyante. So sa pagbibigay ng non-test assessment ay dapat alternate o salitan. So we have different types of non-test that we will be discussed later on. So that's why we should not focus on one aspect but let them experience the different assessment para rin malaman nila ang kanilang strengths and weaknesses sa iba't ibang activities. So this means that this assessment allows students on how will they learn based on their own understanding, doesn't force the student to answer their skills and knowledge that matters. So now let's proceed to the different types of non-test data. So first is homework. So homework is a practice exercise that usually plays part of grading system. Sometimes it's reading, research, or other homework that covers the topic or lesson, and it might be used for more analysis on practical work. So sa homework, ito yung one of the non-test data. Wherein it's done at home. So meaning ang homework ay binibigay sa students upang mapaghandaan ng isang topic or lesson in the next day. So halimbawa, sinabi ng teacher for tomorrow's session, your homework is to create a short story that will present in front of your classmates. So kaya dapat may magyanda ka ng short story kinabukasan. So next is projects. So this is usually designed for students to use their creativity. Projects are given early for their completion. So sa project po, it is one of major requirements before the end of the quarter, and wherein the students can use their talent or skills to create a product or something that is new. Next is portfolios. So portfolios, these are the collections of projects and given activities to students. It exhibits the efforts, achievement, and their progress. So sa portfolio, maaari itong gawin sa dalawang pamamaraan. First is e-portfolio o electronic portfolio. So wherein all this progress of a student is written through a website, maaari itong mabasa ng kung sino-sino. Kung sinong bibigyan ng link ng ginawang e-portfolio. Ang ikalawa naman ay traditional portfolio, wherein students need to write or print out all the data that they accomplish. At saka naman pagsasamahin ang mga information to create a portfolio. So next is debates. So these are the activities that futures to opposing views about some issues and defend their side or position. So sa debate, when two opposing is exchanging their views or perspectives about one topic, it is called debate. So isa sa mga pinapagawa sa students, especially when it's about societal issues are concerned on debate. So dito bibigyan ng dalawang panig and they try to defend what their chosen topic so that we should always know the limit and to avoid necessary word and statement stating our opinion. So next is demonstration. Visual enhancement of selected lessons and activity. So in this assessment, students will be able to present a specific topic in the class in which they are acted like a teacher. Discussing in front can be also in the form of activity na kung saan students will show or demonstrate their work or product. So next is games. So this engages the scholars who enjoy their activities with learning in review to the topics of lesson. So sa games, so this is usually do during the motivational activities where the students engage in different games that is connected to the lesson. Example nito is snake and ladder game, wherein the students need to answer a specific question, and if the answer is correct, they have the opportunity to roll the dice until they go to the finish line. So in that way, hindi lang matututo ang mga students, but they enjoy the learning dahil sa games that we prepared.